Hi, this is Tony Johnson with Johnson Heating, and just another tech tip today here about humidifiers. A lot of you have humidifiers on your furnace, and basically it's just something that's used in your winter. We obviously don't want to add humidity in the summer, but in the winter time we want to check to make sure that your filter or water panel in this unit is good. So basically, one of the things that you'll notice here is we have a little damper that opens and closes. In the summertime, you'll see it says summer. We want to keep that closed. In the winter, we want to open that back up. In order to change this, we'll just close it again. And then what we do is we just pop this panel out. There is a water tube on here that we leave sitting there. And then we want to check both sides of this panel. Obviously this one's a brand new one, so it's not dirty or anything, but it's going to have calcium buildup. So as the water dumps into the tray on top and it goes down through the panel, then it's going to come out your drain on the bottom. It's going to build up a calcium deposit. So that calcium deposit is normal. Basically what you have to do is unhook like I did. You pop the top, take that filter out or water panel, set it off to the side, grab a new water panel, get your model numbers on the side of your unit so you know, and make sure it fits into here. Pull that new one out of the box and put it in. One of the things that you need to remember to do is on the top of your water panel, there's going to be maybe yellow, maybe black. This one happens to be red. This tells you what the top is. So as the water flows through this panel, it's made so the water goes from the top to the bottom. If you do it upside down, the water is actually not going to flow through that panel the proper way. So remember, there's some type of marking. It could be black or red, whatever color they use at the factory. Slide that back in. Put your little device on top that meters your water, if you want to call it. Oops. Almost dropped it, don't do that. And then basically you're ready to go. You slide this part back into your unit. Put your hose back in and it slides into, there's a little stopper there. Goes back in. It kind of just sets in there a little bit loosely. It doesn't clip completely in. And then if you take this part down here, it upside down. You take this part right here. I like to put the clip onto the bottom first, and then come over here, and then clip it into the top, and then it will pop into place. Now, don't do what I've done before and forget to not open up my little damper back to winter. So now you're good to go for the winter. Again, these are not very expensive, somewhere between $10 and $15 for a water panel. But you need to replace it or at least check it once a year. If you are on soft water, you can sometimes get a couple seasons out of them, but they do recommend them, to be changed yearly. One of the things that I also want to talk a little bit about with humidity is the humidity level in your home. Most cases, your humidity level you want to be close to 40-45%. If you do that, it will stop dust mites, mold, things like that growing. Some people are very concerned because we're putting water into the system that there's going to be a mold issue. If you keep it below 45%, 40-45%, there should not be an issue, in the heating mode. If you get above that 45-47%, then you could have some issues with too much moisture in the system. The other great thing about using a humidifier is, like anything else, if you remember the summertime or think about the summer, the more humidity that's in the air, the easier it is for that system to actually heat your air. It makes it feel warmer because it's moisture. So it gives a better feeling of comfort in your home with warm, moist air versus dry air. So make sure that you keep your humidifier somewhere between that 40-45%, but every home is different. Some people have to adjust. The newer systems, when you hook them up to our new top-of-the-line systems, will automatically adjust the system humidity compared to outdoor temperature. So if you have an issue where you're having a little bit of water beating up on your windows and maybe it frosts up a little bit, that can be normal. But if it gets real bad, then you need to back your humidity levels down. So as your outdoor temperature goes down, gets into the 0, -5, -10, you may have to go from 44%, 45% down to 40%, or maybe even down to 35 for a few days until that temperature climbs back up. And then you may need to adjust it back up into the 40s. Find out what your house level is, because every house is different depending upon how they're insulated, how good their doors and windows are, and find that happy medium so that way in the mornings when you wake up you don't have that real dry, congested, feeling. Again, tech tip from Johnson Heating and Air Conditioning. Have a great season.